He shouldn't talk about me, now he's had his karma. Karma doesn't work like that, lads. It's a universal thing. You don't get someone hurt through physical violence and call it karma. Stupid lad. But it just shows he hasn't changed. You know, there's no way he's got over me. He's still targeting me, must be. He hasn't changed, has he? Can't just come on screen and go, oh yeah, I'm alright with Darren, and think me to go, sweet, yeah, alright, I'm a soft, I believe that. I've given him the benefit of the doubt, like, still. You know, he's got a head injury, but it doesn't seem to have changed his dirty ways, does it? You know, he's still a criminal. He's still revelling in violence. He's still buzzing when someone's being physically hurt on his behalf. So that's still it's just him with an injury. Unfortunately. Where's it going to end, that? Where do you reckon that's going to end, people? He's basically telling you what he's done to Tintin as well, you know. And you know when you're here of all these fucking young lads that are getting tucked under these big drug dealers' wings, groomed, running around like headless chickens, getting dressed, spoiled loads of money, and something switches, all of a sudden they're getting kicked out and beat up to fucking left to rot. And that's what the stalker's telling you he's basically done to Tintin, isn't he? In his latest videos where he's buzzing, where he's injured. He was living in my villa rent-free. I made him, I give him everything. Yeah, and then you chewed him up, spat him out and give him a fucking eye when he started moaning about it. To me, that's one of them episodes, mate. That's one of them fucking manipulative, dirty fucking targeting a young kid who's an emotional wreck over his mum and his fucking brother passing away. It's what it feels like to me on that situation. You see it all the time, don't you? They're normally younger. But trust me, you know, when you're vulnerable, like I've been, people take the piss. You know, when you're going through a mad emotional episode, certain individuals can see that and just fucking pounce on you like the podcasters and that. But you know what he's like, you know his real character, his genuine character is like a fraudster, a manipulator, a womanizer, drug dealer. So it's all like slippy, slimy tactics and methods, and they can spot vulnerability from a mile away. So it looks like the injury is not going to change his character. So when he's on screen not going, yeah, me and Darren's got, it's bullshit. He's still always going to have a problem with me. I haven't got a problem with him. I'm just being a TikToker, observing what's going on. I'm not in that space now. I'm just speaking on it. You know, I've said me bit on DG, said me bit on fucking Dave. That's all gone quiet. I'll just keep that. I know what happened there. I know, when I look at them and watch them now, I just think you slimy gang of fucking rats. Because they're still pulling the wool over their people's eyes and that. They just told a big horrendous lie there. And the only thing that rescued them all was him getting a head injury. Weren't it? It just gave them an opportunity to shut the door on the big lies they told, which would have fucked them all up. But to me, I don't forget that stuff now, so I'll never entertain any of them. I'll just sit back and watch it crumble, because eventually it will. It's what happens when you're playing dirty like that. You end up crumbling. Not because of me or this, just because of what you're doing. The deceit, the lies, end up biting you on the arse, lad. But the stalker's now telling you exactly what he's done to Tintin. He got him over there, had him living in his villa for nothing. For nothing. Is that what you're calling it? when you've probably had him running around with balloons and fucking all the other shit all over the gaff, like a blue ass fly. He weren't living there for nothing. He was over there with purpose, and you were sending him all over the gaff. Oh yeah. Okay, James.
Hi.
Well, how come you're down there on a little screen?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How are you?
I'm Sam, mate.
Good. You're actually talking so much sense, and it's good to hear a real G telling the guys and girls what it's all about.
Well, I'm just doing my bit, mate.
You're doing it very well.
I don't even know if I'm speaking like... I'm just speaking the way I think things should be.
Well, it's true, and it's correct. And that's what, you know, the girls and guys are looking and they think, oh, this is the way it should be and we should act like this. That's not correct. That's not how you should go about violence and all the rest of it. There's right ways of doing things and there's wrong way of doing things. And if you want to do the wrong thing, then that's what happens.
It's mad, isn't it? Have you been caught up in it all?
I know, not personally, but I think...
No, but have you been, like, captivated with it?
Yeah, of course I have. And I think with all of the people involved, I'm more gravitated to you because you talk sense and you're correct. You know, you're sitting there drinking your water with you've been there, you've done it, you've worn the t-shirt 10 times over. So why are you gonna... You're basically preaching to the people of why you should do it. And that's correct, you know?
Well, thanks, mate. It's good to hear that out of someone that follows me's mouth.
And no, 1 minute, I'm just going to put this down so I can actually talk to you properly. 1 minute.
It sounds epic there. It's tea time, innit?
You are?
It's dinner time, isn't it?
Well, it's 6 o'clock.
Have you had your dinner?
I've had my dinner.
Well, in Liverpool, some people have fell into that Mediterranean way, you know, like 7 o'clock, 7:30, feeding the kids.
Well, no, you seem like you're talking real sense, and it's actually so refreshing because you've got a huge following, and why it's not promoting violence, it's promoting stopping it. Do you know what I mean? Just being correct.
What do you mean, what I'm speaking about?
Yeah, you're trying to basically... All these wee fannies are going about thinking that this is how they should live and this is the best way, you know, we'll go and do this and we'll sell a few balloons, blah, 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 blah. But that's not the way.
No, it's
and
definitely not.
What you've done is, you've seen it, you've lived it, you've been in the cell, you've done it. So this, honestly, I admire you as a man, and what you are saying is so admirable.
Well, thank you, James.
You're welcome.
Well, what do you do? Do you do anything? Have you got a business to sell stuff or anything?
So I've got my own little cleaning business.
Well, what is it?
I'll show you. So it's Loch Ness cleaning services, and I do mostly like Airbnbs and stuff.
Oh, is that where you are, by Scotland?
Yeah, I'm up in Loch Nessie land.
No way, no. Is that where that big sea monster lives?
That's the one, Nessie.
Is
But
it
honestly, it's so nice to speak to you because I've been following you for a while.
I've got to be on social media and do my stuff. If I could be on the ground, I would be. But the threat of it. So there's thousands of people, Gems, that are doing 100 times more than me for our communities because they're able to. So I get recognition because I've got a loud mouth. They don't get recognition because they're quietly.
But there's a difference because you actually speak the truth, and what you say is, you know, is valid.
Yeah, I'm more on the preventive strike, aren't I, instead of the resolve strike? Like
Yeah, but
all of the light workers in the community, they're helping people in recovery, helping people into homes with food. Whereas I'm screaming, stay away from them dirty drug dealing rats, they're going to ruin your fucking life. But I'm like preventing more kids and more families getting destroyed before they end up there.
And I think, to be honest, is there anything you actually do as a whole entity? Like, you've just got you and your platform, is that it?
That's me, yeah, just me.
I think you should genuinely try and set up some form of charity or something that, you know, can help people that have been there and done it.
You know what? I look at all these CICs and, you know, all this stuff, and I just feel it's all about money.
Well, that's the end of the end goal. Money makes the world go round, doesn't it? Everyone's in it for dough.
No, I'm not though.
No, I know that because you've seen more dough than fucking anyone.
No, but what I mean is, what I'm trying to say is,
yeah.
If I go in and start opening a CIC, and then he needs wages, fuck that, I'd rather just set up something like a GoFund page.
Yeah.
I'd done it years ago, but the stalker and that cancelled it out and all, it was mad. But I'd rather just open a GoFund page and say, right, we need 50 grand, 10 grand for that community centre, 10 grand for that dance school, 10 grand for that one there, 10 grand for that food bank, 10 grand for that there, bang. Community.
But if you set up a charity, right? So, for example, if you set up a charity in the name of Darren G, right? A non-profitable charity, right? You would automatically get funds, you would get grants, and you would get all this from the country's government, right? But you would, and then that would catalyst you to set up the GoFundMe's and stuff. And I think you could do it. And I would back you 100% because I genuinely feel in my heart that you are the man for the job. You've done it. You've lived it. You know, and
it'll all be next year, James. It'll be after the year 2026, all that kicking.
Well, if you
this first 10 years for me is like just laying the foundations to what I'm going to build on in the next 10 years.
Well, I think you could do it in not even 10 years. You could do it in a year because I think after everything that's happened, it's solidified actually how much of a genuine man you are.
I know, but you're just on about a CIC can be set up in 6 months.
What's a CIC? I'm not even sure what that means.
CIC, yeah, but for that CIC to become successful and proper, it's a decade.
Right. So what is a CIC?
It's something in the community.
Community incubation. Something community company. Yeah. Well, I think you could do it, but I think you need to do it. Like ASAP. Don't wait, don't lie on it because you've got the following now. Do it now.
I'll always have the following. I will, if you know what, if you don't bullshit and you just stay truthful, that's it, that's all you got to be.
Exactly.
You'll have people trying to incite, you're a liar, and they'll invent all shit. Why? Because truth can't be fucked with. And if you're a man of truth, they can't fuck with you. So yeah, all my history's there on a plate. I'm doing going forwards, open to you, watching.
And I think that's why so much of the people actually believe what you say and they're behind you because you've lived it. You've lived and breathed it when you were talking about space and, you know, having your own space. You've been in that cell and you've lived it. So I knew when you were talking about that straight away, that's what you were talking about. And I've not been there, but I know people that have, and I would love nothing more for them to change their life.
Yeah, badly. Once they get onto that cycling door, they're on it for decades. They call it the what do they call it? The prison cycle, the cycle door.
Oh, a minute.
Well, what's your plans tonight, Jem? What do you do on a day-to-day basis? Oh, she's gone. Oh, that's all right. Nice having a chat with. That's it, the revolving door. Look, it is what it is. I understand you love football. I understand Jota means an awful fucking lot to you. But that, when you've got beautiful Scouse nanas dying and 6 people are turning up to pay their respects, you've got a Spanish kid playing football and you've got half the city turning up and putting flowers down. The woman at the top of the street never got a look in. Them comes to put flowers down there. Fuck it, it's what football does, lad. That's what football does, mate. It's mad, mate. Honest to God. Look, it is what it is. You're all screaming because you've lost a player. You're not even considering his fucking wife and his kids, half years. Shit, what are we going to do for a striker? You know, it's just took the humanity out of everything, that football, doesn't it? You'll have some who will be thinking about the women and the fucking kids before anything, but majority of them are about, shit, we need a new striker, where's that for? No, what? That's left a big void in the team. Left a big void in that wife's fucking life with the children. And the mother. Imagine 2 sons gone in a sweep. Just married. Knowing fucking Liverpool and how it works. Any money owed's gone. Won't even give it to the family, will they? Imagine he was on like getting his instalments of a year, like every year 6 mil in the bank. And now he's gone, so them 6 mils don't come to his family. I'm not saying it's like that, but imagine it is. And just with every negative thing, you know, there's just you can come on the back with that. You know, if you've got a car, you're thinking you're fucking good, thinking you're great, flying round bends too fast, you're going to end up fucked, aren't you? Don't think you're more safer than my man, or that kid on Queen's Drive, or that kid up there on the flyover, or that kid down. You know, start doing what you're fucking doing correctly, like you're moving fucking wrong all over the gaff. How many young lads have you heard getting fucking... How many young lads have you heard who've lost their life through car crashes with the bird in the car and shit? I'm not on about them dirty fucking scumbags with balloons flying, crashing, fucking ruining everything. What about... It's all wrong, isn't it? But I'm about a decent kid, got out of work. Doesn't turn up again. It's all over the place, mate. Are they teaching them wrong, do you reckon? I do. Have you seen half of them giving lessons to your kids? They're about fucking 19. How the fuck's that got driving experience? How's he at the age of 25 giving your kid of 19 fucking driving experience, mate? No wonder we're fucking having accidents. There should be a fucking law. You should have been driving 20 years before you even become a fucking conductor or a fucking test driver shit or whatever the fuck they call them. Yes, sir. That's why you're getting crashes, you know. Bet ya. It's like where you're getting loads of operations fucked. It's like where you're getting the prison system fucked. It's like where you've got the police force fucked. You're recruiting kids, then they're training kids. You need them experienced cunts, mate, who's been in the job for 20 years. If you start taking them out the game and fucking replacing them with kids who can't even make their own fucking bed half of them, you know. Honest to God, you've got lads in the police whose ma's still cooking the dinner. No experience at all. The only experience they've got in some building down there getting trained. It's weird, isn't it? It's weird. What do they think's going to happen? Do you think they're all just going to do you think we're all just going to mellow out? And we won't need a dominant police force? Yeah, that's aren't they? What's made them do? They've done this, you know, to just fucking take us back 20 years. Have you noticed to the whole world, we always look historic? Do you understand what I'm saying to you? You know, when the whole world's advancing, we still look like historically, like, don't we? That's done on purpose, that, isn't it? Like, we're not getting access to technology the way other places are. You know, there's pure technology in abundance in all Japan, Hong Kong, America, and we just don't get none of it till like 5 years later. It's all done on purpose, isn't it? Our trains are ancient. Jane, no experience, no understanding. So if you've got say you've got a prison officer on the land and from 1995, that's when he first joined, 16, 17, and here he is now still there, a PO. He will have went through every emotional negotiation with the worst Offa's Barnet prisoner. So now when you've got kids coming in, he's met every fucking animal in there, dealt with them, calmed them down, knows straight away how to deal with shit. If you remove him out and put some fucking plant pot that's done a year, what can he do but use force? What can he do but use force? He hasn't got the skills, he hasn't got the negotiation skills, he doesn't know the trigger words, he doesn't know what's going to set him off and calm him down. My man would have. My man would have, what's happened? He would have had the respect off him. Why? Because this kid's in and out of prison and he's seen him every fucking year. And every year he's looked after him in a little mad way. A newspaper under the door while he was in the block. Something so simple like that gets that screw a pass for the rest of his fucking life off that kid. And anyone offends him, that kid will deal with him. No, because he's just alleviated that bad, mad shit he's in the seg. That paper's just come under. And you know when you're in the segregation unit, you're reading everything. You don't skip a fucking thing, mate. Honest, you're even trying the crosswords. Never done a crossword in your life. You're sitting there thinking you can do it. It's the only good thing about the block. Just read, get pure philosophy books. Just read, mate. Read and write. So say I went to jail now, I'd just write 2 books. I'd just sit in the block and write 2 books. Simple as that. Obviously, I wouldn't go to jail. I've had people pushing me to write books, you know, for like the last 9 years. But I've always had in my mind, that'll come when I want to make money. So my 10-year plan ends in 2026. So I got out in 21st of June 2016. 21st of June 2016 is when I got out. So the 21st of June 2026 will be a decade. And then I'll have a new 10-year plan where I've got to start trying to sort me. I will have been completely, in my mind, once I've done 10 years without crime, without illegal gain, without anything like that, I've done it. Do you understand what I mean? In my little mind, I've done it. Well done, Darren. Bang, smash the fucking back out of it. I need to try and enjoy my life a touch, you know, and like after 2026 going forward. I've been locked in a box, haven't I, all my fucking life, mate? I'm still locked in a box now. I won't feel fully free till my 10-year plan's finished. What haven't you done? Secured employment or my driving licence. They're the only 2 little things I haven't done in my full 10-year plan. Everything else I've achieved, and achieved loads on top. Yeah, you all see me sitting in these supported accommodations on universal credit, just fucking getting by as much as I can. But I knew this was the process. I knew it was going to be hard without illegal gains. Fucking it, obviously it is. Most people where I come from are living off criminal money. If your family's got one big drug dealer in it, the whole family's living off them. You've got podcasters now who mates graft and just go, yeah, bam, bam, and set them up and fund it and get their legitimate business that they're laundering money through to sponsor the fucking podcast. Do you get what I'm saying to you? That's all my next 10-year plan. What have I got available to me going forward after the year 2026? Well, from the off, I can write a book. That's money, isn't it? The way I'm maturing with my content creation and my podcast coming forward in the next plan, you know, it'll all start. It's a slow process. The foundations are set, aren't they? The foundations are getting built, so now on top of it. And it's not about getting rich, it's just about providing for my daughters. That's it. I can live this type of life forever. Roof over my head, bread and milk. So I didn't expect to have kids. So that sort of derailed me. I didn't expect to have a few attempts on my life. So that sort of derailed me. I didn't expect to get stitched up by police and be on bail for that stitch up for 2 years before I got dismissed. Again, that slowed me right the fuck down, didn't it? So even in these 10 years, the obstacles I've had, 3 attempts on my life, my child's not really an obstacle. So stitched by I had my licence to do, 2 years. Stitched by the feds for 2 years. So that's 4 years after, so 220. I'm on bail for a stitch up. Do you understand what I mean? 218 they try and kill me. 219 they try and kill me. 222 they try and kill me. I've been homeless. Had 2 kids. I've had a boss 10 years, haven't I? No, you think about it. Fucking great, lad. Boss experience, mate, honest to God. Everyone else would have fucked up. I'm telling you, there's not many people that would have. And I've took the hardest path you can fucking take. They get the easy one. Trust me, they're getting recalled and they've got an easy fucking path there to get their heads together. Haven't they? What's your reason for fucking up, lad? What, you needed money? Fucking weirdo. That's all half of them fuck up for, because they can't do with no money. Well, it's not even that. They can't do with they can't afford the substance, so they need money. So they've got to get back to make it. That's the majority of them. You've got kids addicted to clothes. You've got lads addicted to clothes. And if they don't get a new rig out every fucking 3 weeks or something, they feel like shit. Half of them lads that are dealing drugs just buy clothes and fucking aftershaves and watches. What the fuck? What are you even doing with it? It's not like you're taking your kids to fucking Mo Vammer every fucking Sunday, are you? It's fucking weird, use drug dealers. You just scat at you, like that. What the fuck are you doing it for? Money? They're mad, aren't they? But that's why they end up fucked later on in life, lad, because they're not focused on the real shit. They're focused on money, getting rich, having an ego, look at me car, look at me house. Behind closed doors, they're shallow as fuck and they're ruined. Money means nothing, mate, trust me. I'm more fulfilled here, the way I am now, than where I was in 2004 with all the money in the world, all the cars, everything I needed. I was only 24, like, but I was rich. I was fucking rich. I'm telling you that. I was richer than most of the gangsters that were like 10 years older than me and that. That's why they fumed. You know, when I started buying property, it just fucking made them go mad with me, dead jealous and envy. How's he buying that there? That was another thing, you know, why all them fucking rats got jealous. How's he bought that there? Anyway, you know what they say, like, if you've had it once, you'll get it again. I've got a good business brain on me, to be honest with you, like. I've just been focused on, you see, money was a major risk factor for my freedom. So the first thing I had to do was understand the urge to make money needed to be fucking shattered to pieces. And it's like the probation was deliberately making me get into hardship, where I've got no dough. So some of the shit I've been through would have forced someone to go and just make money so they could eat food and shit. That's sort of like what I've been like. Not now, obviously. I've managed to find a little bit of consistency. Even when I've been in bad places, I've just had a message off someone who went, "Hi. Hello, Darren. Hello, can I put something in there for you?" Fucking wow. Where did you come from? But I'm not like that now. Since I've been in Birmingham for 3 years, I had to move to Birmingham because my gaff got burnt, basically. So I was homeless. Went from my Mars to this bird, then bang, up here. And since I've been here, I've moved 6 times. Not good, is it? I keep on thinking I've been here for 3 years, when in reality, like 4. Been in this place now for 2. 2 years in this. Every time I start getting consistent on here and everything's falling into place, my YouTube's up and running, everything's going nice, you get the fucking stalker and all that just pop out and just go, whoo, derail it, and then I've got to start again. Yeah, poor Tintin, la. It looks like a real case of, well, it is. Just go and look at the stalker's last fucking video where he's buzzing. See, he's got karma. That's not karma. That's violence. That's paid violence. That's where you've paid someone to hurt him. If he hasn't had a bike crash. But that's one of them stories you hear about in the news. The only difference is his age. When you hear the young lads getting like fucking manipulated into a life of like doing mad crime, don't be daft. Tintin's probably being a little criminal himself, like a light one. And then he's had a mad thing with his brother and his mother. Went all scatty a little bit. He just went, "Get over here with me." He's just gone over there. How long's he been over there for? A year or 2? So he's been well used, hasn't he? And then when shit hit the fan for him, and he had to shift his plan and shift his game, he was no longer needed. See you later, you. He started screaming and shouting, "You fucking rat, how can you do this to me?" And now he's had a hiding to keep his mouth shut. Similar to like when I started screaming about DHB and Corey. When Corey got his window smashed for speaking about him. DHB speaking on him. came at me with all them horrendous allegations because I backed DHB and Corey up. And it's similar. But that's the criminal world. You know, he probably could have got that done to DHB. But DHB is not in that world. That makes sense? So that's what you're dealing with there. So use people, still funding him, still backing him up. He's got a serious head injury. What he should be doing is getting it fixed, sorting himself out, not making himself worse. The fact he's not indicates a big thing there. The fact he's still targeting people, reveling in the violence, speaking about the violence, bigging it all up, thinking it's all great. I don't believe him for 1 minute that he's over me. He's just not. I'm past him, that's what I'm saying. He's got an head injury, got no hate on him, got no nothing, but I know I'm just the same, basically. I'm just the same with him, the way I've been for like 6 years. You know, I got over him when he fucking come at me intense and fucking... He targets me, he shuts me platforms down, but I just take it on the chin. You know, it doesn't really bother me. And nothing bothers me now, it's just that he came at me with the false allegations again. And as I say, for me to shut that door, there's a process for him to engage in with that when he gets back to the UK. So I'll just leave it there where I left it last time. You know, my opinions haven't changed with him. This is what changed with me and him. When I see him, I can't do him in. That's all that's changed. That's all that's changed. You know, he's got a bad head injury. Don't expect people to be considerate towards you and have empathy towards you when you're still continuing to be the fucking rat that you was 3 days before you got your fucking injury. Nothing's changed, like, you're reveling in violence, you're promoting crime, you're speaking fucking... You've jogged Ollie on. I reckon that's a bullshit thing. Just so all your attention comes away from Holly. I can understand your angle there. So yeah, you're gonna see more daft shit coming from him. But he's got an angle now, hasn't he? He doesn't need a faith. He doesn't need a well in Africa. He doesn't need nothing now, does he? He can just play with this. Look, our Pilly put a bolt this big in his head. Think about it, that big it was. Right in. He was in a coma for 6.5 months, my brother, when he done that to himself. You know, when I was a kid in the farm, I saved his life. He was in a coma for 6.5 months. He come out of that and he was sound. Sound. Nothing wrong with him. Eating well, training, sleeping well, taking his medication the way he should do. And then his bird came back into his life. Had him drinking with her, had him sniffing with her, and that was it then, bang. Started deteriorating massively. He's not doing none of that rehab shit what Billy done. He's not having a special diet. He's not having adequate sleep. He's not doing adequate exercise. This is what kept Billy fucking sweet for years. Billy done that because he knew he had to do that to get better. He knows he has to do that to get better. Just coming off social media will make his mind better. The reason he won't is why. What's he putting above his health? What's he putting before his health? Over everything is health. Him being a father to kids. Him doing this and blah, blah, blah. Over everything, what's he putting above it? Money. Think about it. Money would be the last thing on your mind if you were fucking real and genuine, wouldn't it? If you had real morals and real fucking backbone, the last thing you'd be thinking about is money. You'd be off this, getting your fucking head together. Why? Because you've got thousands of enemies all over the fucking place. You're vulnerable as fuck. You need to get yourself in some sort of fighting condition. Sitting on here like a fucking mong is not going to help you any day of the week. Unfortunate. That's why he's being injured. Money. That's why he's fucked his kids off. Money. That's why he's on his toes. Money. And that's why he's not doing his rehabilitation. Money. You know, when you get a serious head injury like that, doesn't matter what hospital you're in, they're giving you a rehabilitation fucking like instruction pack. Don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. He's doing most of it. Has he stopped smoking, or is he still smoking? That'll be the first thing they tell him not to do. He's not smoking yet. Probably only smokes when he's on drugs. That's what they do, them cokeheads. Some of them only smoke bifters when they're on drugs. So you mightn't see him smoke all week, and then Friday, Saturday he's blazing bifters like there's no fucking tomorrow. It's because he's off his barnet, charged up. Vaping? Is he vaping? You know what? It is what it is. It's all arse on him, in the sense that he can't look after his kids the way he should be as a man. That's why it's all arse on him. But his character's not changed. He's still that Sam Stalker. He's still that kid who's revelling in violence. He's still that kid that's... It's nothing soon to ring up and get someone damaged like Tintin. So nothing's changed to where he was 6 weeks ago. He's had an head injury, went missing for a few weeks because he told his horrendous lies, popped back up, and then bang, he's on the road to recovery. Well, not recovering his fucking health, recovering his custom base, recovering his TBR community, recovering his gifts, getting them back up to a standard and shit. That's what he's recovering now. He's not in rehabilitation, mate. He's just a money-grabbing, dirty, horrible rat, isn't he? End of. Yeah, he's got an end injury, I can deal with that. But at the end of the day, I just know he's not going to leave me alone. Honest to God. He just won't, lad. He thinks I'm daft, and I'm sitting here listening to him. Don't forget, consider what he's done to me for 8 years and all the shit he's chatted about me and all this shit. And that's why I came out the other day and said, if he changed, he'd open his mouth about lying about me in 218 and tell everyone he was lying about me in 218. If he's changed, when he's making them allegations with these posts of young girls and re-mentioning 218 like it was meant something, he'd come out and say, I lied in 218. It was deliberate. This is why I've done it. The fact he hasn't done that tells me massively that there's a big issue still there with him. Not from me to him, but from him to me. Because why hasn't he come out and done that? That was the perfect opportunity to clean the slate, wasn't it? The perfect opportunity for me and him to bury the fucking hatchet and just get on with our lives and move forward. You never know, in 10 years link up and do a podcast. Do you understand what I mean? It was the perfect opportunity. Why didn't he take it? I didn't see it as an opportunity. I just seen shit. He's had a bad head injury in, mate. I'm not giving him shit no more. I'm still not giving him shit now, to be honest. You know, I've still got a little bit of fucking sympathy for him there. But the way, what he's doing to Tintin now, it's just like, you haven't changed, you fucking scumbag. You haven't changed. You definitely haven't changed with me. Otherwise, you would have fucking corrected your wrongs. It's the first, if he would have changed with me, the first thing he would have done was corrected his wrongs. And what's his wrongs? In 2018, I'd been out of prison for 2 years. I'd been promoting my message whilst on licence. Couldn't be in Liverpool at all, but it was all round Liverpool. Choose a life, not a knife was everywhere. He got jealous, messaged me, asked me to do a few collaborations. I fucked him off. He got angry with me. So then, who the fuck's this little who he is? Turns out he's part of the Fitzgibbon family in Liverpool. And they tried to kidnap me and Danny when we were younger. Kidnapped Danny when he was 16, tied him to a chair and tortured him. So for me, bang, you're not getting nothing to fucking do with us, go away. Cracked on with myself. 3 months later, he's done a live on Facebook with about 2,500 people on it. And told them as fact, stated it as fact, I've been charged with doing a madness to a 13 and a 14-year-old girl. Yous know what them allegations, like the night before he's done it, my profiles just got shut down. Bam! My Instagram, every profile he had just got attacked and shut down, and then he's come out with that.